Hello, monsters, bitches, and dino folk. Welcome to Tabletop Tiddies, a queer and feminist live TTRPG actual play show run entirely by people of marginalized genders. My name is Sara Mayfield, my pronouns are she, her, and I'll be your dino master this evening. You heard that right. Today, we're not facing your usual set of dragons, goblins, and gods. Today, we're returning to Dinoventure Park, continuing our Streaming for Survivors events with this Jurassic Park-inspired D&D one-shot, and joining other content creators in raising money for survivors of sexualized violence via the charity Salal Sexual Violence Support Center. Before we get into our episode, we do want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and the United States, countries who have and continue to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day. The charity we're supporting today, Salal Sexual Violence Support Center, has specific services to support Indigenous survivors of sexualized violence. But before we get into Salal services and what your donations mean, we need everyone to introduce yourself, starting with Shar.
That's me! Hi, everyone! I'm Charlene Bear. I go by Shar. My pronouns are she, they. And in Dinoventure Park, I will be playing Rinva Zaseri, who uses she, her pronouns. She's a forest gnome bard of creation. And I am coming to you from the unceded ancestral territories of the Ganyegahaga Nation.
Hello, my name is Kelly. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Nelson, whose pronouns are also they, them, and they, them are a tiefling monk, thembo, and I am also coming at you from the stolen lands of the Ganyegahaga First Nations people.
Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Theilade, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm streaming from the lands of the Semiahmoo, Kaitz, Coquitlam, Kwantlen, Kakate, and Tawasin First Nations people. And I am pleased to be playing today my dear, lovely Frank DiMaggio, pronouns he, him. He is a human wizard.
And I am Margaret Krohn, she, they, and I'm coming to you from the stolen lands of the Yucca. And I will be playing Yasbella Elm River today, who is she, her, and she is a druid of the Circle of Shepherds, and I'm a high elf. Just pretend I have big ears. I couldn't find my ears.
I can see them.
Crazy. Whoa.
And they have pretty jewelry on them.
Aw.
Hello. I am Danielle Butlin. You can call me Danielle. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Celia May, a 3'5" warforged spore druid. Basically imagine one of those little toy wooden block figurines of a mushroom that with little bits of metal and kind of semi-robotic creature. And I am playing from the traditional unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations.
And as I said before, my name is Sarah. I'm the Dungeon Master / Dino Master today, and I'm on the lands of the Stolomatsque, Sumas, and Kwantlen First Nations, as well as the Nooksack Indian tribe.
And today we are raising money, or tonight, wherever you are, whatever time zone it is, we're raising money for survivors of sexualized violence. Salal Sexual Violence Support Center's free of charge services are available to survivors of all marginalized genders, including cis and trans women, two-spirit, non-binary, gender diverse, and trans people. Salal services include their 24-hour crisis and information line, text and chat support, 24-hour hospital accompaniment, police and court accompaniment, counseling, group therapy, and more.
Right now, Salal has a 2-year waitlist for their free of charge counseling services due to a lack of funding. You can change the lives of survivors by donating to our campaign. The link is available in the chat right now. The donations that you are making today are already changing lives. We've currently funded 20 hours of Salal's 24-hour crisis and information line.
And that's not all. We also have a charity raffle with tickets for only $10. Raffle prizes include digital copies of the Alien TTR PG Handbook, which we played a couple days ago, and it was very fun. A custom watercolor and digital copy character portrait art commission from Sarenwen, and a Goodberry Dice gift certificates. Salal has also let us know that everyone who donates $40 or more will receive a shiny press prize bundle containing over 50 items to support your TTRPG gameplay.
And when you donate, you will not only be supporting survivors, but you will also be affecting the game. That's right. When you make a donation, you can select a reward on Tiltify to give a special goodies to the players or to me, the DM.
No, you don't want to do that. You want to give it to us. And things that you can give us for $20, you can give a player of your choice a D4 inspiration to use with any roll, which is pretty awesome. You should definitely do that. And also for $20, that fund goes for over an hour of Salal's text and chat support, which is pretty amazing. So not only are you giving us some benefits, you're giving some other people some wonderful things. And of course, at $35, you can give us advantage, which allows us to roll 2 dice, and we get to pick the best one, which is amazing. And you can choose which player you'd like to send that to. And also, that funds an hour of the crisis line, which is another amazing, amazing feature. So not only are you giving us amazing benefits for our game, so we survive not getting eaten by a dinosaur, you're also helping wonderful people. And Danielle, tell them what else their donations can unlock.
Well, $70 gives a player of your choice a nat 20. That's sweet critical success. $70 is also going to fund an hour of counseling for a survivor. $100 for a player will give the ability to bring somebody back from the dead. Or you can choose to add another dinosaur to the fight if you are more inclined towards chaos.
I love chaos.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Plus, if we beat our season streaming for survivors record of $1,206, the full table is going to get an extra nat 20, including me.
Wait.
So,
Wait a minute.
yeah. Yeah.
on.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Wait, GMs
Yeah.
can just do whatever they want? I should have DM'd this year.
Well, thank you all so much for supporting survivors with your donations, especially the one that we have that's come in where Maggie, you're getting a auto crit.
Heck yeah.
So be like them and donate to support survivors. This cause really means a lot to us, and we're so grateful that you're supporting this amazing charity with us. Now, potential content warnings for this episode are deep water and dinosaurs. Now, without further ado, let's dive into tonight's episode of Tabletop Tiddies Presents Streaming for Survivors 2024 Dinoventure Park II. So our guests this evening are 3 weeks into a 2-month luxury cruise on a yacht touring the tropical coasts. Having just left the tropical island of Mathia, known for its yellow stone buildings and brilliant flower gardens, the next stop is to enter viewing distance of the island where the now decrepit Dinoventure Park is located. So we'll start with Shar. If you could tell me about your character and where you are on this yacht as the island is cresting the horizon and coming into view.
Yes, Rinva is a copper-skinned gnome. She's a forest gnome. She's got dark hair that's in a messy bun on top of her head. And right now, I think I'm at the back of the ship, setting up some art supplies because I'm ready to start painting the mountains as they come into view. Hopefully, I heard it was supposed to be today. She is a painter by passion. Usually she paints live events like weddings and other sorts of like fair scenes, but she's going to be working for herself today and just creating a beautiful landscape and hopefully with some dinosaurs.
Wow. All right, so we have, sorry, just one more time, Rinva.
That's right.
We have Rinva painting. Kelly, what's Nelson up to?
So Nelson's been pretty bored this entire 2 weeks. They've mostly been trying to work out as much as they can, probably swimming whenever the yacht is anchored, eating lots of protein to stay fit, and currently, depending on how the weather is doing like reverse curls on the metal part at the front of the yacht. So like holding on to the bar of the yacht with their legs like hanging off towards the water, and then like lifting their like doing a crunch to lift their legs up. Very like painful and probably incredibly dangerous. They're wearing sort of the like standard adventurer looking attire, so it's kind of like the light tan, like white beige flowing top, and then the like kind of khaki with lots of pockets, and are a very hot tiefling, and they've got just like long hair that they're sort of tied loosely back, kind of like Geralt from The Witcher. Yeah.
Ooh, and I would say like it's rather humid on this boat, so you definitely got like a decent glisten as you're doing these
yeah.
workouts here.
Definitely.
All right. Rachel, what is Frank doing? Sorry, that was a horrible impression.
Frank is, since you said it was quite humid, I'm assuming it's the weather is nice. It's got like some sun out. Okay.
Oh yeah, we
so-
got a beautiful clear
Yeah.
day, blue skies.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of glistening, Frank is gonna be out sun tanning on the deck, completely covered in suntan oil. He's got his like Hawaiian shirt like hung up on the side of his chair so it doesn't get too much oil on it. He's looking to get some color today. He's looking to get some tanning going on. He's got like really big shades, and he's like a very short, stout, middle-aged, borderline elderly man at this point who's got some like really crazy like hair on the sides but is completely balding on the top. Yeah, he's just enjoying a vacation. He's a businessman and he's here to have a good time and maybe learn a little bit about what happened here along the way.
Oh, I love that. I love the curiosity. Feels almost a bit unlike traditional the Frank that we've known and loved, but I'm sure
He's just really into what he's heard the stories about this place. He respects the scientists for trying to go against the nature of things, and he's very curious about what went on in this here place.
All right. Maggie, what are Margaret, what are you doing here?
Yes, Bella is on the deck watching Nelson. By watching, I mean probably just like drooling. She's trying to keep it cool though, like it's fine, you know.
And what do you
Also
look
trying to get their
like?
attention. She has like really long high elf ears that have like these dangling like beads and jewelry coming from them, and her hair is like this light pink, and she has it kind of like half up half down with flowers in it and jewels, and she's probably, I guess if I'm out on the
The
veranda,
Yeah,
the deck,
the veranda.
she's probably wearing a swimsuit of sorts, but it's really ridiculous, like just absurd. And she's really trying to get Nelson's attention, but like also trying to be cool. It's fine.
And last but certainly not least, Celia. What is Celia doing?
You would hear a little as Celia, the somewhat mechanized?
Mechanized?
I don't know. Mechanical,
Mechanized?
semi-mechanical,
Yeah.
mechanized. That's the word we were looking for. The semi-mechanized wooden mushroom warforged is kind of rolling. It doesn't seem to have legs, but you could guess from the sound maybe there's wheels down at the base of the mushroom stem. Rolling around the like seating area of the yacht, the main, bit with
Yeah.
cushions, and just lifting up each cushion and peering under the cushions. and then occasionally spots something that she likes, and a little like mechanical arm pops out from a cabinet on the side and like makes a little sample scraping and pops back in.
There's definitely, as you're puttering around between these cushions here, I would say Frank is rather splayed in the middle of your path as you're cruising along here.
Listen, you don't want any of the. You don't want to get like too many like tan lines here. You gotta like make sure you're getting all of the spots. You know.
Oh, yeah, gotta roll over.
Are you rolling me over to look at your
No.
What?
Oh, get all the spots.
Oh God! What the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm Silly Meg.
Been here
I
2
like
weeks and you haven't seen them
I
yet?
know.
I don't know. Maybe. I think
Maybe.
I
They're pretty tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to interrupt. We've gotten another donation.
Ooh.
So I just want to shout out Precarious, who we already know gave us. Well, we didn't know who it was, but that was the crit for Maggie. And then Colleen did not give something to her kid, but gave it to me, a D4 inspiration.
Rude.
Hey.
So thanks for that, Colleen. Keep those donos coming. We're less than $100 away from beating our record. Nat 20s for everybody.
Nat 20s for everybody. I want one. Yes, please, and thank you. Nelson, could I grab a perception check, please?
You certainly can. One of my better stats, for sure. That was an 8.
That was an 8. All right. You're just enjoying the breeze here as you're doing these leg lifts
Yeah.
on the edge.
I'm gonna like curl my legs are like sticking up now. I'm almost doing like a
Oh, we're doing like a
handstand.
little V.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm almost doing
Oh,
like
like
a
a
handstand on
oh.
the bars. I mean, I'm done now, so I gotta get back. But the shirt sort of like
Mm.
billows down a bit, and you just see like rippling abs, and then almost like what looks like an alligator skin belt around their waist, holding up their like cargo pants. And then they just like fall forward, and land on the deck of the yacht, and then look over at Yes Bella, and just sort of like wink, and almost like a glistening shine in their teeth as they do, and then just walks away, so just like to a part of the yacht where they think that Yes Bella can't see them, and then they just like almost like stop animating there for a moment, but still completely in view.
Perfect. Cut over to Rina. You're painting Rinva.
Rinva. That's
Rinva. Cut over to Rinva. You are painting or prepping, I would say, the canvas for this scenery to come into view. Beside you is the other guest on this cruise here, Carrie, who I would say you've become very well acquainted with him over the past time. He is currently fishing off the back of this boat beside you as the little minnows are swimming around the hull here. And as you're here, he's like, "Oh, why there? Are you gonna do another good of your paintings, eh?"
I hope so. I mean, the mountains are sure to be splendid, but I'm looking for some real creatures there. If not, I'll have to paint one of your fish instead.
Oh, well, I did appreciate the little sketch you gave me, but I think I would like a good wall painting of maybe I can catch me a little dinosaur, you know? And he's gonna do another big cast.
Do you think they swim? I wasn't made aware of that. I thought we were safe on the boat.
Well, I mean, sharks are kind of dinosaurs, right? They've been around for a while there.
Oh, a bit ignorant myself. I love the creatures, but don't know much about them.
As you are sitting there beside, you hear a little like beep, boop, beep. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, that's my wife." And he's gonna take put the fishing line into its holder on the side of the boat beside you resting, and he's gonna pick up his phone and be like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, it's just another day. We're approaching the island now." And he's just gonna wander back past Nelson and just kind of sit around the front of the boat away from y'all.
Gotta love a satellite phone.
Mm-hmm. Let's I'll get another perception check from you here, Rinva, as you prep your canvas and eye the approaching island. It's getting rather close now. We're getting prepared for a few. What did you roll?
Nat 20! 28 total.
All right. With your artist's eye, you're able to start picking up the shadows and the mountain lines here. But as you look out over the water, you also start to see a wave that is cresting towards the ship. The waves should be going away from you as you are approaching the island, but this one seems to be headed straight towards you.
Oh. I'll shout out to the deck. Land ho! And also something in the water, I believe.
Ah, finally, something interesting's about to happen.
I look over at the water. What do I see? Is there something in the water?
For sure. So aside from the smaller minnows that you see circling the boat here, you do see this wave slowly approaching, and it almost just looks like a flood of water. There's nothing breaking the surface.
Does it look like it's gonna
It's
wreck the
looking
ship?
like it's fast approaching.
How far away is it?
As we chat, I would say now it's looking about 25 feet away.
Ooh. Can I use shape water to change its path? To like make a pathway so that we go in between it?
For sure. How are you shaping this water?
I think you just hear her say some words as she like pulls out like some weird like worms from like a pouch that you're like, where was that pouch even? And she kind of squidgies them a little bit and they start glowing, and then she tosses them in the water and they kind of like swim up to this like this giant tidal wave and kind of part the way.
As this wave parts, you see a giant maw bite onto these glowing waves. And at first you think it must be a dolphin or a shark, but it's bigger than a dolphin. And it's bigger than a shark. And the teeth are sharper and there's more. And you see a mosasaurus, a 50-foot long snouted aquatic beast coming straight for the side of the ship. As it approaches faster than you could react, it rams into the side here, biting some of these minnows that are hovering around. And I need everyone to make a dexterity save as this ship is
God.
jostled.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm covered in oil.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
I rolled a nat
14.
20, 24.
Could have been worse. It was a 14.
Nelson was just too hyped that something cool was happening, was not paying attention to like surroundings.
Oh, I got a 12, but I'm going to use my D4 inspiration from the donation because I don't want to fall off this boat.
Thank you, donation.
Must be nice.
Yeah, that's an extra 4. So
And we're only $72
Hey.
away from beating records.
Ooh.
So
That's like a nat 20 you could give Kelly and then like $5 extra.
And then like $5 extra dollars. Sorry, Rachel, what was your roll again?
14.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Bye-bye.
makes sense.
No,
you
you're
moved
fine.
yourself up.
Yeah.
You're fine. So as anyone who rolled above a 13, you roll on and you're able to steady yourself. But Nelson, in this action of standing up and trying to be out of sight, you're totally off guard by this. And the way it hits, you end up flying over and you're grabbing onto the railing with one hand dramatically.
Hell yeah. I'm just
Maybe
like
your shirt even gets like a little bit of a rip just to like
Ooh.
further expose the muscle.
nice.
Ooh.
Just there's like some bindings on the chest, and then just Nelson with the other hand is just like yes. Just having the time of their life. I'm going to. So is the thing like right underneath me now?
it just rammed in and it swam past. And then you can see in the distance, if you look, this is for everyone, you can see it circling around back towards the ship.
Nice. I'm just gonna use Step of the Wind to up my jump distance and put a foot up against the side of the boat and then just like launch myself up and do like a cool front flip onto the boat.
Sick. Let's just get a roll just to see how cool it looks.
Acrobatics?
The Step of the Wind, you can do it. Yes, please.
That is a 14.
Okay. I would say it's impressive to exclusively yes, Bella.
Cool.
I mean, anything they do is impressive.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing? It was bigger than a shark.
I did. Which way did it go? Do you think we could catch it?
Certainly try. That's a good
I
idea.
really hope we can catch it. Let's go fucking find out. As I like
Hearing
butt in
Nelson
and,
say that, Yasbella's gonna pull out her net. I have a fishing background, like that's what she does for a living. She pulls out her net and she's gonna try to catch this thing to impress Nelson.
Right. I do
You're gonna
want to
die.
say yet again here, this creature is 50 foot long.
Look, I don't know
that would
that
be
yet.
impressive.
That is true. It would be impressive. All right. So is there any
I pull out my net, and then when I
Yeah.
see it and I notice that it's 50 feet long, I put the net back and I pull out a javelin.
Ooh.
yeah.
All right. All right. So you've noticed that as you've been going towards the island here when this interruption happened, you can now like see the beach from here. Like you can start to make out trees and stuff. You're not horrifically far away, but you do feel that this initial hit has taken the boat slightly off kilter as it circles back around. If anyone would like to javelin or attempt this thing, do so before it rams again into our ship.
I would like to attempt to javelin it.
All right, give me a
I'm
roll
going to use my
here.
nat 20 from the chat. Thank you. I'm putting it to good use.
Yeah.
I don't
Gotta
know how I
use
can
'em.
make it roll damage at a nat 20. Do I just roll twice for damage?
If you right click it, you can click critical when you're rolling.
Oh, yeesh. Wow. Oh, no.
What was it?
What
like
is
the
it?
lowest amount of damage that could have possibly have been?
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh,
Hey, DM, can I also cast a spell at this thing?
yeah, cast away. That's what I said. If you all want
Cast
it,
away.
anyone, we're kind of in open initiative here.
I
We're
hit
not
it,
gonna
and
do
then
set
it just, like,
rounds.
My javelin just hits it, and like the like what do you call it? The skin of this creature is so tough that it just like bing.
Whoa, you
Just
hit it.
use
That's
it.
awesome.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna use a cantrip on it because I don't know if I actually want to kill it yet. I want to study this thing. So I'm gonna cast infestation to do some I believe it's poison damage, just to try to make it maybe slow down a little bit, make it a little nauseous. So that's 2d6, which is four poison damage.
All right.
We're just like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
chill the fuck out.
Chill out. Is anyone looking to do anything to our mosasaur as it does its circle here?
Rinva takes the moment of calm to, instead of attacking this thing, try to get as many brush strokes as she can on her canvas of this creature that split the water. This whole scene, I'm trying to capture as much as I can.
That's so good.
I love that. Let's do sleight of hand just to see what percentage I would say out of 20 you'll be able to achieve.
Could I argue for performance, as I'm a bard of creation, and my performance is my art?
Yes, you can do performance.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. 26.
26. All right. You are about a quarter of the way through. Danielle, is there anything Celia is doing as the Mosasaurus circles round?
Yeah, Celia's gonna awkwardly like up in between Nelson and Yasbella, literal third wheel style, and I'm gonna like quietly cast a little spore-like mage hand that's gonna kind of dust float over to the snoot of our water dino friend and attempt to just like pat it the snoot.
I thought you were gonna boop the
Like,
snoot.
I know.
yeah, like a sort
yeah.
of like
Yeah.
semi boop. Yeah.
Nice little boop. All right. As it swerves around here and the javelin lands true, but in a part of its fin where it does hardly any damage, it sees this it gets hit with the magic and it gets booped. It's going to make another swipe trying to grab these minnows from the side of the deck. And it is going. There's a lot.
Oh,
Think
the,
of it
the
as like
little fishies. I see. We're just collateral damage.
Yeah.
So are these minnows like on the ship?
they're swarming around the base, right?
Oh, they're
so
around the
usually,
base.
like,
Okay.
yeah, usually like a ship will be, however environmentally friendly or not, releasing some form of substance into the water, and these minnows are swarming around eating that. It grabs a mouthful as it swives by, rocking the ship again. Let's get another dexterity save to see how firm we are on our feet.
Come on.
Did you not one again?
No, I rolled.
Oh, no.
19.
I rolled a 3.
8.
13.
I got 9.
Oh,
Right.
God, Nelson.
I got 8.
I'm
Oops.
all
We
these
can
people
go
are-
down together, Nelson. I jump into Nelson's arms, and then he falls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jump into Nelson's arm, landing you both prone on this deck, sliding about 5 foot towards the edge. You don't hit the edge here. Danielle, what did you roll?
19.
Wow.
19. All right. You're
Did okay.
firm-footed. You get that sense of the sea. Your wheels are actually an
Little
asset
mushroom.
in this situation. It's like grounding you, having that
Just
lower center of
tripod.
gravity.
Just-
Yeah.
As you skid again, you notice now that the boat is lower into the water than it was before. And as you look up, you see all of the deckhands hopping in a ship, yelling furiously as it slowly lowers into the water.
I turn to Yesbel and say, "Wow, you totally saved me. I would have slid off if you didn't jump on me."
I thought you saved me. Are they leaving us?
Or they're going to the island. I know that's where I would go. It's probably safer on land, right? And
Perhaps.
I just kind of like slowly wink at you, right? It's safe. We should steer this thing to the island because it'll probably be safe there.
With the wink, Isabela's just like melted and goes. She just nods.
All right, let's head to the steering wheel. How does a yacht work?
Yeah, there's like a traditional, it's like a normal boat, but it's just big and fancy.
I will follow Nelson to the boat.
What is everyone else doing here?
I rolled a 12, so I'm assuming nothing else happens other than I just slip a bit. Maybe I hit my face or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I would say you do a little like what?
Yeah.
What? As the oil has reached the base of your feet.
Yeah. I'm like, oh God, Celia, save me! We're best friends now. And then I like
5
you,
seconds
like,
ago, you're
pat
like, "Who
myself,
are
like-
you?"
Yeah. Exactly. I use your like arm quickly to like catch myself. I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy. All right,
No problem.
where'd everybody else go? What the hell is going on? Are they leaving us? And I'm just like one step behind everybody else's thing. I think I'm gonna see if there's any extra boats that they left, maybe.
Much like the design of the Titanic, there is one lifeboat. As you look over, you see Rinva and Frank. You see Carrie there on the phone, and he's like, "You won't believe what's happening here!" And the boat hits the water and jostles as he's like, "Yes, there's just a giant beast that's..." And then he just looks out in the water and you hear silence. He says, "I'm gonna call you back." And he hangs up. And as he hangs up, you see a leathery spine slide out of the water, swarming towards the ship. With one bite, it grabs Carrie off the top, this
Oh.
Spinosaurus, and then goes down underwater. And you see the men and women, all these deckhands start screaming, trying to haul themselves back up, but they've already released the lifeboat.
You know what?
They're
You
bait.
win some, you lose some. Anyways, let's just see. Is there?
I'm the
so
captain now. The captain's dead. I touched the steering wheel first, so I think that makes me the captain now.
Captain, permission to tell you what the hell to do. We should probably just steer this thing away from this feeding frenzy.
I don't know. I'm pushing all the buttons. I think that's how you make a boat go.
I have like a fisherman background. Can I help guide Nelson
Yes,
on how to
you
drive?
can definitely use
Captain,
your background.
permission to
I was
have
like
Isabella
waiting.
help you do this.
Only if you do it like teaching someone how to play pool style. Like you gotta come
think,
behind me.
I think she touches your hand gently and is like, no, I think you need to push this one like this.
Could I please get Yasbella and Nelson to do a deck save here?
Sure.
Ooh, 19.
Oh, 21.
What did you get? 21. All right. As the ship is jostled again, you two slip a little closer into each other, holding onto the steering wheel.
Hey, oh, I ship it. Hey.
Hey! Sorry, does he? I feel like, was that out loud?
Yes.
Turn on the
All
turn
right.
on the like little on-screen radio, and it starts playing the Righteous Brothers song.
Nice. Yasbella, as you look at these monitors here, with your fishing background, you just instantly know it doesn't look good. This ship is taking on water. The engine is already operating at a third capacity. So if you go into the water, you're sinking at in the sea. If you go towards land, you'll stand a chance.
I will relay that information to Nelson and kind of like point in the direction of the land. You're right. We should get closer to the land.
Oh no, what a terrible idea to this dangerous island. Just like fully smiling, putting the throttle as fast as possible now.
Isabella is not sure if Nelson is joking or not because this is not the moment to joke, but just smiles.
All right. What is our little mushroom bot doing over here after having supported Frank and seeing the ship turn towards the Dino Island?
Celia May is going to. Well, guys, guess we're sinking. So, well, if we don't get there in time, we might as well walk. And I'm gonna cast water walk
Ooh.
Hey!
on
came prepared.
Yeah.
everybody. So
Nice.
we can
Oh,
all
that's
walk
awesome.
on water.
I mean, that just sounds more fun than boating over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abandoned
Well,
ship.
minus the giant fish that
I mean-
might eat you.
Yeah. But I mean,
Okay,
also
if we're not making
taking
splashes.
taking into consideration as well that we no longer have any kind of raft to get from the boat to the shore. Brilliant gameplay there, Danielle.
Mhm.
As we approach this water, we can tell that the boat is drifting lower. How are we getting from the boat level to the water level? Are we hopping down a ladder? If you look back, you see that as your ship slowly drifts in towards, motors in towards this beach here, you hear the screams of the crew as they are slowly picked off both by the Mesosaur and also by the Spinosaurus, until there is silence.
It's okay. I'll be back for them.
They'll wash up on shore.
Exactly. Right? I don't even have to do anything. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine.
All right, yes,
This
Bella,
is
you're
much more dangerous than I thought it would be.
Does anyone know if this boat looks like it's gonna make it? Because we can walk on water now, apparently, and that seems infinitely cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Yeah, I
it
say
look
we
like the
just
boat
go.
could make it to land?
no matter what, it's not made to go into the shallows. So you take it in expertly here, Yasbella, as close as it'll go, but you still have about like 30 feet, 30 to 50 feet of water here before the shore.
Well, it looks like you'll be able to show off walking on the water because we're not going to be able to get any closer.
All right. Who needs a hand down?
She, her hand goes into your hand.
All right, I'll hold on to you, and then I will just jump off the boat, off the side.
Bend your knees.
Aw. What's that motorcycle land?
I do have slow fall. So, wait, do I have slow
Okay.
fall yet?
Oh,
Did I think I
good
had slow
question.
fall? Nope, no slow fall. We're good.
All right.
May, thank you so much for this. As I climb down the ladder and walk on water.
That's okay. Anytime. And Celia is gonna like get to the edge where hopefully there's like that much,
Yeah.
sinking boat, find a good spot and just boop, sort of jump in, and then like one of those toy boats, you see just like a little bit of
Nice.
Yeah, Frank's gonna grab his Hawaiian shirt off of the like almost submerged chair it was on, and start putting it on, and then like wiping a little bit of the oil off of his hands onto like his like shorts so he doesn't slip off of the ladder on the way down, and then he's gonna start making his way down the ladder.
All right. Let's get just for funsies here, let's do a strength or sleight of hand, whichever you feel is better in this situation, just because we're a little slick.
Okay, could have been worse because I'm using sleight of hand and that's a +3 instead of a strength, which is a -1. So we're gonna go with a 9. Not
All
good.
right.
That could have been -1.
As you start to climb down this ladder here, your hands still slick and your feet still a little slippery,
Oh
slip.
yeah. Yep.
But luckily, the ship is rather close to the water at this point, so it's not a long
It's
fall.
like, so I'm really short, so it is a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
All
feeling
right.
my knees a bit. I'm like, oh god. Oh.
All right.
And
And
as we get closer to land, Rinva just looks over her shoulder back at the boat that she had to leave quite quickly due to the cries of the crew being eaten alive. I do have my bag, so I still have my paint and my brushes, but I had to leave the canvas I was working on.
Oh, do you want me to go
behind.
grab it for you? And I'll put Yezebel down, and then I'll use Step of the Wind to sprint back and grab it.
I think Isabella just looks at Rinva and is like, he's a hero.
They,
Yeah,
them,
they
Or
are.
Them the
they're
hero.
heroes, sorry.
and like within 6 seconds, I come back with the canvas.
Wow, you're quick.
Thanks.
as your feet touch these sandy shores, you look around and it looks similar to the island that you were just on. It looks very similar to Mathea minus the stone buildings, but it's got beautiful, vibrant flowers that none of you have seen before, tropical fronds and plants all around you, and you start to hear a little bit of clicking. A little bit of a
Do you recognize the sound of whatever that is?
let me do a quick little. I would say, from what I have been messaged, I would say that Celia and Rinva might be familiar with these sounds here. We might both of you having done being a bit more knowledgeable of this park would recognize this as conthosauruses, and you know that these are small herds of little like chicken like dinosaurs that just that are scavengers.
Oh, they're confosaurs. You know, little bird-like dinos. Quite fun.
Ooh, but they like to scavenge. So good thing things are coming up on the beach soon.
Are they dangerous?
I would
well-
say so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind then. We
Well,
gotta.
let's not give them a reason to scavenge us.
I'm gonna go and see if I can find what they're scavenging. Are they going anywhere in particular?
You kind of hear. Sorry, I keep saying kind of. You hear them in the forest and running amongst the grasses a bit further in.
I mean, they could be already at something pretty cool. We should maybe go and check it out. What are we gonna do? Just sit on the beach this entire time? We have this whole island.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure
so many things to discover.
boats probably give out like warning signals when bad things happen, right? So they'll probably be here in a couple minutes. We should explore.
Yeah, see, Nelson gets it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Perhaps I could add them to this painting since my canvas is back.
All
Believe
right.
me, whatever we get, you can just add all the cool things that are probably worth a lot of money to your painting, and that means it's going to be worth even more.
I'll
'cause
make
you're
it
picking
more like
something of serious value.
a comic book. You know, there's multiple scenes on one canvas.
Now you're thinking like a true
Mm.
artist. I respect it. I just start walking into the forest. I'm like, we're gonna get you that. We're gonna get you that inspiration.
Oh,
I'm
As
the
you
one that's supposed to inspire you.
Celia, is your wheel good on the sand?
Oh yeah, I can just change the setting here. And you see it's starting to make more like tank tracks along the
Aw.
sand.
Nice. Awesome.
sweet.
Thanks for the raid,
Thanks for
LaBuffin.
the raid. Hello.
Ooh.
We are slowly entering into our tropical forest here, following our swarm of Compsognathus. And you hear almost a sound that's familiar to you, but one that you didn't expect to hear here. You hear the crinkle of like chip packages. And as you look over, you see two little dinosaurs fighting over a package of Cheez-Its.
Oh.
And just as one wins, the packet explodes into cheesy goodness, and all of a sudden, you see 15 swarming and eating all these little cheesy chips.
They're chipivores.
Y'all.
Well, I'm just happy they're eating the chips and not us.
As you say that,
Oh,
the chips dry up. They have all been eaten, and 15 teeny tiny heads all turn towards you. They don't seem to be doing anything, but rather they are looking at you and tilting their heads the way dogs do when they're trying to hear.
I tilt back
Right?
at them.
What are they doing now?
yeah. Celia joining the tilting with Kelly. With
Are we in
Nelson.
a dance-off?
How far away are we from them?
The
Just
whole group.
just for my brain. Just so
I would say at this point we're probably about 15 feet away. They're
Okay.
rather close because it's all the grass, right?
yeah. Listen, in case this gets hairy, I recommend we move back at least 5 feet. Just a thought.
Meanwhile, Nelson's walking forward like, hey, little guys. Hey."
As I
Um,
deep prep fireball.
Nelson, are you approaching with just your hand outstretched? Do you have anything in your hand?
No.
What are you?
I'm like,
Nope.
I saw previously that sending out a hand to pet dinosaurs was a good and successful idea. So I think Nelson is kind of going forward, 'cause, despite them
Actually,
not
yeah,
being
do
that
I want to
dangerous.
see what happens. Yeah.
They just want to pet them.
As you extend your hand here, one of these little compies comes up to you, tilts its head, and does a little nibble at your finger.
All right. I'm gonna. You know when like a cat is being feisty and it's like trying to attack you, but you still want to give it a hug? I think Nelson's
Yeah.
gonna like, oh, well, I did hear they're not dangerous, and is just gonna try to grab one like a cat. Just.
You've got
Uh,
this, Nelson, I say, and I like flick my paintbrush in their general direction and give them a bardic inspiration.
Ah.
As a bit of paint splatter
Cool.
hits the back of your head.
Nelson, what's your AC?
16.
16. All right. So this compy in your hand here goes to bite you again, clearly not liking being held, and does not sink its beak into you.
Oh, it's cute.
But seeing that you have taken them, the other in this swarm look directly at you, Nelson, bend their knees, and lunge at you here.
I don't think they like that.
What was your AC one more time, Kelly?
16.
All right. As you watch Nelson wrestling this compy in their arms, you see 15 compies jump on top, attempting to overpower, but nipping at its at Nelson's clothes without landing without breaking any skin.
I think Nelson just turns to the rest of you, like fully smiling as they're biting and just like, oh, they're so cute.
All right, let's
Bella's gonna move up and try to take these off of Nelson.
All right, let's do a quick little initiative here just to see how we are doing. All right, if everyone could let me
16.
know what we are. Sorry, what was that? Who was
16.
Okay.
19 for me. And thank you, LaBuffin, for the $10 dono. And thank you,
Ooh,
Cinderblock
yay.
Sally, for another raid.
Yay.
Welcome in, everyone.
Yay!
We're raising money for survivors of sexualized violence, and your donations can affect the game. You can add more dinosaurs to kill us.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Do it.
I love dinos.
Donate to us.
Yay. All right. So, we will start this initiative off here with Rinva. We will resolve the attempting to get them off once we get further down an initiative here. But Rinva, what are you doing while you're seeing Nelson holding an angry compy surrounded by them, saying that it's fine?
I'm going to attempt to use Speak with Small Beasts, which is a racial trait that I have. I'm not sure if these count as beasts, but I'm still going to try it. And I just like wave at the compies that are kind of like nibbling at Nelson and do this like weird sort of gesture to tell them to
Oh.
walk away.
Okay, so really quick here. We were talking about the production value of me crinkling the bag. Now we got the production value of Buddy.
He was sleeping, so he's too tired to attack me.
Oh, poor Buddy. I would say that these are beasts. So what happens? Like, are you able to communicate with them? Do they understand? What is the
Yeah,
specific
so it's-
abilities here?
You can communicate simple ideas with small or smaller beasts. And I'm trying to say, like, leave us alone.
We just want
All
to pet
right.
you.
So I would say that in this setting, the letting them know, requesting to be left alone isn't gonna work, as you have entered their home and attempted to pick, or to the best of their knowledge, attack one of their own. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Rinva?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna give a bonus action to the person that's next, or not a bonus action, a bardic inspo to the person closest, which would be Yesbella, because Nelson's already got one in their pocket. I flick another paintbrush spatter at Yesbella. This time it's like a whitish pink, like very light pink, to hopefully match your aesthetic. And I say, I don't think I was able to effectively communicate with them. Hopefully, you can do better than me.
That gives me like a 1d8 to my roll.
Yes, 1d8.
Nice.
All right. Next up in initiative here is Nelson.
I mean, they
What
haven't
are you
been,
doing?
they haven't been openly hostile to me yet, so I think I'm gonna use an action to try to pet the one that I'm holding.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I somehow convert my stunning strike into a calming pet? and make it so that it has to do a con save or be comforted by
Yeah.
my adorable
Yeah,
pets?
I would say yes.
All right, so go ahead
Just aggressively nice.
and do a con save.
Amazing.
What do I need to be here?
16.
You are able to stun this one in your arms here, and it is placated.
Yay.
The other ones are still nipping around at you,
I don't care.
but but you do feel that they seem to be a bit less they seem more to be wanting their friend back at this point rather than seeking blood.
Okay. I just I'm holding it like a baby now, petting its little cheeks.
It looks very confused in the way that if you pick up a kitten and it just is like
And that's my turn. That'll be my turn.
all right. Yes,
I
Bella,
slide
it is
in
yours.
to say we got another donation.
Yay!
Cinderblock Sally, who just rated us. Thank you so much for donating. $20, which is a D4 of inspiration, and they've left it to whoever needs it most. So we can just keep that in our back pocket.
Might be Nelson right now.
Yeah.
Burning dinos.
I'll just spend the entire event with these things trying to attack me everywhere.
Yeah. Just as we move from place to pace, they follow.
So
All
I have
right.
speech of the woods, which allows me to beasts can understand my speech, and I gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions.
All right. Perfect.
So I think that Isabella is just going to kind of walk slowly up to them and look down at the other ones that are down. Because you kind of said the ones at the bottom think that Nelson is trying to murder their
Yeah.
friend.
Yes.
And the one in the hand is confused.
Yeah, this is
and-
definitely that's the communication that you're getting from them.
Isabella's just like, he doesn't mean you any harm. He just wanted to pet one of your friends. Give them some comfort.
And you can see that two of them at the bottom start to communicate back with you that because they're unfamiliar with the notion of petting. So they're like, is that nuzzling?
Yes, like cuddling. And she's going to pull out a little ration from her pack and kind of offer it to the one that is in Nelson's hand.
Oh, okay. All right. It looks over at you and its eyes focus on the food and you can hear the sniff as it reaches over and slowly grabs the edge. Is this in a wrapper? What specifically are you
I
feeding
think I
here?
took it out of the wrapper. It's like a
Okay.
little granola or something.
All right, so you can see it just slowly grabs the granola and just holds it in its mouth, still in Nelson's arms.
And then I kind of look up to Nelson and I'm like, I think they thought you were trying to murder their friend.
I can get that.
Fair.
I understand that.
Perhaps
Yeah.
you should put it down.
All right. And I'll just put it down, but on its back. like a baby.
It's like legs are kicking.
It does a little flip up, and you can see that it was holding the food in its mouth, and still around your feet, the other ones start to smell this food. And they start to kind of flurry around your feet as they try to get this granola. And with this Shaboo happening, we're gonna go to Celia.
Oh, I'm gonna just gently attempt to tug on Nelson's the back of Nelson's clothing to pull him back towards the group using my telekinetic shove bonus action. So you can choose whether to fail that or not. But it is a DC 14.
I'll fail it. Just ugh.
Cool. Just a gentle
Mm.
pullback.
Yeah. Just a gentle shove. So you get out of the way of these compies that are starting to get more and more frantic. You can start to see the sand and the dirt shot up in a bit of a dust cloud. Frank, Celia, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good. Yep, that's all.
All right. Anything for you, Frank? You're next up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and firebolt the center of these things because I really want to grab that granola bar. Because what if I'm stuck here for a while?
Oh my god.
That's a natural 20.
Don't even need a donation.
Oh my gosh.
Lies. We still need the donation.
Yeah.
Still need the donation.
Hold on,
Please
hold on, hold on.
donate. We don't
Maybe
need it,
Sarah
but
might
these
need some
survivors
donations for the
do.
poor little dinos who
Yeah,
are
I
going to get
know.
blasted.
All right, what's our damage here?
I gotta do double dice, so hold on.
Double dice.
Don't roll all ones like I did.
16 fire damage. I think I did that math right. That's 2d10, but doubled. So yeah.
Yeah, that feels right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You see that as you blast them, 3 of them fall out of the thing and they're just twitching.
Okay.
They seem to be out of commission. The rest of them have grown even more frenzied. Yes, Bella is still rather close to them, so you can see that they're starting to turn their attention back towards your party.
Well, I'm gonna try to grab the granola bar that we're coming after, and I'm also gonna try to grab one of the out of commissioned ones and put them in my bag because science. And I'm just like, this is for survival. I did this for survival. I point at the granola bar. I'm like, we are on a deserted island. We need this, and I just kind of keep this in like a separate pouch.
Frank, they were just about to leave us alone.
All right.
What
If
have you
you are
done?
They're gonna learn. They need to leave us alone.
Nature is chaos, and nothing's more natural than Frank.
Yeah. If you're reaching your hand in here, Rachel, I am gonna need a dexterity save.
Sick. So good. I'm really excited about it. Okay, that's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you're saved here. You're able to reach between them as they kind of nip right past where your hand is
Like,
to
cool.
gather the granola bar. And I would say there's one that's a bit further off, so you can't scoop it up at this time.
Okay.
There will be ample opportunity to scoop one of these compies up as it is a bit further off. It's kind of taken a few steps off to the side.
Oh, they're not dead. I see. Never mind. I thought they were like out.
No, it like
Frank
took a
only
few
wants the
steps off
dead
to
ones.
side and then collapsed.
I see. Okay, understood.
Next up is the compies as they turn around to you, Yasbella, being the closest one here that was not shoved away after having given them food. They start to sniff at you, indicating that they want more food, but you can't do any of that yet because they're going to bite at you to try to get it as soon as possible. Does a 24 hit?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, this is a lot of dice. Oh, I get to use my bone dice.
Maybe I
Look at
should have done
this
what
dice.
Rimba did and got some armor.
Maybe.
I'm still wearing like a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all just. Yep.
All right. So, oh my goodness. What a day. That is 15 piercing damage here. As
Those
they
are some
nibble into
Big
you.
chomps.
Yeah, there are quite a few of them. While some have fallen away, there still are about 12 kind of in this hubbub here. Next, that's their turn. They're gonna kind of still be looking up at you for food, but
I think
now
I'm,
they're
like,
gonna.
Stomping my feet a little bit as they're biting me. I'm like, ah.
Now is the time for us to go over to Rinva painting the air here. What are we doing?
Boy. How many are left? None of them have died, so there's still like what, 12 of them?
There's 12 of them, yeah. So 3 of them have like wandered away and are good as dead.
Okay.
Frank just like slow nod.
Frank's like, yes, they wandered away through an explosion.
Yes.
I am going to cast heroism, I'm gonna rush forward to Yesbella, who's being kind of swarmed all over, and I'm gonna touch her shoulders if she'll allow it.
Yeah.
And this like warm watercolor paint vibe, like aura surrounds you, and you're imbued with heroism, which gives you some temp HP and the immunity to being frightened. At the start of each of your turns, you'll gain additional temp HP up to a maximum of 7.
So how much do I start with?
You start with 7.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn here, Shar?
I think I'm gonna turn to the rest of the little compies in front of me, and I'm gonna just. You don't understand me. I wish you would leave us alone. And I don't even use an action. I just beg. Oh, please.
Oh, next up we have Nelson, who has
To
been
be fair,
shoved.
they were going to.
To be fair,
We don't know that. They could have decided they were going to follow us and murder us in our
I
sleep.
think they might have given Nelson some snuggles.
Now that a new thing has happened, all of the previous thoughts in Nelson's brain have been pushed out. And the newest thing is how one of the compies smells really good, and Nelson realizes that they missed second lunch. So they're gonna reach into their cargo pants and pull out a modified creme brulee torch. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at Frank and be like, yeah, you're right. I am pretty hungry. So go ahead and give me a dex save from the compies.
a dex save from the compies.
They're
That
going to
is
be compy nuggets soon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's 10.
All right, that fails. So they take 19 points of fire damage.
Ooh, all right.
Oh my god.
You see, there are about 6 left now. As they kind of chatter away, they start to. One of them is kind of picking at one of the dead ones.
Hey! I grabbed the one that it's trying to eat.
Oh my god.
This got real dark.
It's got so dark.
I'm a
sorry.
tiefling, so I got like sharp teeth. And it's.
Oh yeah.
Nom, nom, nom,
All
nom.
right. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn here, Nelson?
I don't. No, I'm good. I'll say bonus action. Eat one of the nice crispy ones.
All right, bonus action, chomp. Next up is Yesbella. They're kind of swarming around your feet here, but most of them have been singed by Nelson.
I think that Isabel is just going to disengage from this. And as she turns around, we'll just say to Rinva, thank you. I don't want to be a part of any of this. And she kind of moves her way back and is not sure how to feel about Nelson eating these creatures that 5 seconds ago that they were going to snuggle.
It's one of those. It's one of those vacation crushes where immediately once you realize who the real person is, you're like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not sure about it. But he's really hot, or they're really hot, so I don't know.
Right. As we continue on, next up is Celia.
The remaining, I've forgotten their names because I'm terrible at names.
Compies.
Compies, that's the word. Their remaining group, are they still close to Yesbella or Nelson?
I disengaged.
Yeah, so Yesbella's out of
distance-wise.
there. Nelson's walked over and is currently eating one of them.
Okay. How
There's
close?
like 6 left.
Yeah.
I would say they're around their feet.
Okay. Okay. I will not do that then.
Relatable.
I think I'm just gonna towards one of them. I'm going to pick one of the ones that's looking feisty. and there's just going to be like a little coming up from the earth around this one.
Oh.
And you see like little dancing spores in the sunlight, and as it breathes in, you would see them fly up its nose, and that's me just adding a bit of flavor to a chill touch there. So I'm gonna roll 2 hits. Rolling. That 20.
Yeah.
20.
Oh my gosh, we're doing so good.
Wow.
For a total of 26. I guess that hits.
Yeah. So as the remaining compies are all swarming around Nelson's feet, these spores emerge from the ground, and the remaining compies breathe them in. And as they breathe them in, as they go to do a final jump to attack Nelson, they all fall down limp and out. Nelson chomping on your eaten one. You have won this battle. We are out of initiative. And anyone wants to eat a compy, you can.
They're pretty good. Not a lot of meat on them. If you've ever had frog, it's kind of like frog.
Yeah, I've had. That's fine. I'm just gonna like. I'll take some for later. Don't worry about it. And then I'll just like put a couple
think I'll
like
pass.
samples. It's like you
Yeah.
can see I'm actually being quite meticulous about like I'm taking samples off of them and putting them in little vials and sticking them in my pouch like a wizard would.
Frank, what was that about?
What about? They were eating the granola bar. That's Did you want it? I can give it back to you.
No. We were perfectly fine. Why'd you blow them up?
Well, like I said, if we were to be stuck here for a while, I don't know if we want to like resort to constantly like hunting these dino terrors out here.
I would.
But like I mean we could. But like we have a couple things that are literal humanoid food and they were going to eat it. I just don't think that's smart. So I wanted them gone so we could have the human food.
Also, I think they might have been attacking me.
They,
Also,
Yeah,
they
because they
may
thought that
or
you
may
would-
not have been attacking Nelson.
It
And
took-
they
I'm-
have a taste for
I'm
blood
catching up
and
now, and I think that might have been what they were doing.
they were definitely gonna follow us because they have our scent now. They can't be
Perhaps.
trusted.
Isabella doesn't know how, so she's done with this conversation.
Rinva is just painting,
People.
painting the argument as it plays out.
Listen, I know we've just been through something very traumatic, but we need to come together as a team to survive.
Frank was literally like standing
Frank, you
on the
made
outside.
it traumatic.
Wait, which
I
part?
mean, I didn't crash the boat.
Which part was
I think
dramatic?
that was pretty traumatic. A lot of people died over there. It's rather insensitive of you to forget.
The entire crew.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Thinking
of
about him.
course.
It's quite sad.
Lest we forget, we also lost the person that you've been painting next to, Carrie.
The satellite phone man.
Oh yeah, satellite phone man.
phone man.
He was always on that phone.
All right, which direction looks
Um,
most interesting?
As you do a look around Nelson, through a break in the trees, you see a rather distinct archway of a building. As you take a few steps closer, you see the gates that have become iconic in lore and docu-series alike. The iconic text Dinoventure Park plastered across the top, wedged open with trees and branches and vines growing up the length. As you look through, you see the deserted exhibits, the enclosures emptied with no force field to protect them, abandoned gift shops, as you slowly wander in here.
Nelson's just humming the theme song from the documentary that was released.
I don't think anyone has been here in a really long time.
And not since the terrible tragedy that occurred how many years ago? It's been a while.
Tragedy?
Oh, you didn't watch the documentary?
No.
You didn't. Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Guys, I know I need to come clean with you. I know you probably thought I'm just Nelson, fun-loving, cool person here on a yacht cruise to swim and take in some rays, but actually, I heard we were going to be near this place. I was going to jump off the boat and swim here, but the crashing was just really lucky. So this place, I heard, is awesome, and I want to check it out. And there's no lines, so I think we should go further in.
They certainly do push the boundaries of what could be quite an amazing park. We just
Right?
need a little more fine tuning. But I don't think we're the people to do it.
Perhaps
I
there's a
probably-
radio in there or something that we can get in contact with somebody for help.
Definitely. They used to have working stuff here, I'm sure. So maybe if it's not working, we can fix it. I don't know. I also think I definitely could have done a better job with this place. Just saying, I am a business owner. I see the flaws. There was some issues there. I do agree that there were some problems, but I think I could do it. And I just gotta start walking.
Is anyone injured? Do we need any healing?
I can
I'm
cover
fine.
myself.
I'm good.
I'm all good.
I do need to heal myself a little bit. I will do that.
As we take a moment to recoup ourselves and take a few steps further in, and the lights shine illuminating the park, we're going to take a brief break.
Da-da-da.
Oh my God.
All right, Burb.
supporting survivors through our charity stream here. So if you can, please donate. You can give us more dinos. You can give these folks nat 20s. And you can also help survivors get the support and help that they need. So speaking of... That was a bad transition, but I'm going to go through with it. Speaking of
Need help.
survivors, we have our team here that has survived this shipwreck and are currently venturing through Dinoventure Park. We have passed the iconic Dinoventure gates, wandering through, and as we continue along this path, we see a pterodon enclosure on the edge of a cliff. There's a little hut that's right beside it that looks like a bit of an office-y building. But aside from that, we're kind of along the path in the forest here. So we get a nice view of the water. We're still definitely close to the bay, but we have this nice high vantage point where we are currently.
Okay, I'm sorry to disrupt everything, but I just have to get this view in, and I can add another moment to my canvas.
I think while we're walking as well, Nelson is like pointing at everything and be like, "Oh, that's the documentary when this happened. Oh, someone got killed over there. Oh, that's where the sign fell and it was super dramatic."
Isabella's acting like really interested in everything Nelson says, but is not.
Aw.
I will remind you though that their clothes are super tattered and ripped though
Oh,
from the
yeah.
compies.
That's fine with me. You could take it off.
How is what is Frank doing as we're wandering along these paths, kind of walking through the wreckage of what once was?
I think anytime there's a thing that is pointed out that was from the documentary, I definitely go a little bit closer to investigate it quickly. Especially if it's mentioned like, oh, this person died over here. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah. And then I'm just like, any bones, anything cool, any valuables, like any cool
Mhm.
trinkets. Yeah, I'm just like looking around as we're traveling.
Yeah, as you're going through, you're definitely finding tattered remnants of clothing from bites from dinosaurs similar to yours. You're seeing these signs that have been chomped or like scratch marks on trees of claws that are not like any that you've seen before. Celia, what are you kind of doing as we're wandering about what once was this park?
Similar to Frank earlier, Celia's going to be just surreptitiously grabbing little samples of things, in particular soil, bits of bark. And if they ever encounter something like a tooth that might happen to have some sort of DNA in it, Celia's also gonna just quietly and yeah.
They're trying to make Dinoventure Park II.
Same brain cell. Frank and Celia on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I would say that depending on how you two are doing, if you are attracted to the same thing, you can notice that each other are doing this.
I will
Yeah.
nod and be like, approvingly nod and like give like a thumbs up, like hell yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, if you ever need any business advice or if you want to partner up, I'm my calendar is open. We can have a talk when we're back home. As we're just like kind of walking and grabbing things.
A little like thing pops out of Celia's like side compartment, and she just goes, "Here's my card."
We'll exchange business cards. I have some too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
really
if-
are going to
go.
be besties.
If Celia sees anything that she thinks that Frank might be particularly interested in, but isn't something that she's after, she'll like and like
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh, somebody will buy this for sure. Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Do we find a gift shop at all?
I would say that as you're walking through, you definitely see a small gift stall. The walls have been rather decimated at this point, but it's covered in T-Rex, Triceratops, and Stegosaurus plushies. There's
Nice.
folded t-shirts on tables saying, I survived Dinoventure Park, and hats on display racks.
I'll grab like
there-
a child small and then take off
We all need t-shirts.
take off my tattered t-shirt and put it on, but it's like really tight and kind of just like a midriff at this point.
Ooh, like a cropped.
Yeah, kind of like Ross when he puts on the
Oh, yeah.
Frankie say relax.
yeah.
Is anyone else grabbing something from this gift shop?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
some clothes because I'm just
Yeah.
wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would gladly
Definitely.
take some clothes.
Yeah, I've got my full chest out for the world to see right now. So, because I did not button up this shirt, we were in a rush. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a shirt as well. I feel like there's not a lot of my size left, so it's a little tight. So like, not crop top, but like a little tummy's poking out because I've got something going on down there. So
Hell yeah.
it's
Looking
not
good,
the
King.
most flattering shirt I could wear.
You pull it off.
But-
It looks great.
Yeah. I kind of just like I'm very proud of it. I'm just like, yeah.
I think Rinva heads over to the like child area of the gift shop where like all the toys and like puppets are. She picks up a kaleidoscope, which is my fun segue into Kaleidoscope donated $20.
Yay!
Does that mean we're only $2 away?
No, that was the. That
Oh,
was
we're
the-
at 22
the last
now.
one. So we are
Okay.
$22 away from our Streaming for
Ooh.
Survivors record, everybody.
Ooh.
So close.
So close.
Amazing.
Oh, just kidding. Someone else just donated right now.
Oh my
We
god!
beat our record.
I was sitting
I
here
was looking at the donations and we hit our goal. So
Yeah, I was
that's why
looking at the
like,
bar. Oh, more donations.
yes.
So good.
We're
It just
over
keeps
the
coming in.
bar.
Precarious, $25. You didn't pick an incentive, but I'm gonna give you one anyways. $25 is enough to cover a
Sandro.
D4 for someone.
Ooh.
We can
This is
roll
what
on
we're
a
finding
table for
in
that.
the park. We're like, oh, I just found a D4 for someone. Oh, God, I found $25.
Rachel, you get a D4 from Sandro.
Sick.
Commenting
Thank you.
goal achieved. Hell yeah. Thank you
Ooh,
so
Beauty and the
much,
Beast sounds
everyone.
awesome.
All right.
Sarah, do you want to do that D4 for this? Or how many players do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have
5.
two unclaimed D4s.
So let's roll
We
for
had one from
those.
earlier.
Roll a D6, but 6s don't count.
Okay. Oh, me. Okay.
Sixes are just
Ah,
Kelly.
Or 6s do count because you can technically get these.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. So
They were
it's a
like,
regular
don't give it
6.
to you.
I'm doing two,
Shower was
right?
trying to, hook us up.
Dang
I
it
just-
for us,
away from
yeah.
you.
Ugh.
Do it in the
Okay.
order on your screen, Sarah. You're the
right.
Dino Master.
Okay. So Celia gets one and Nelson gets one.
Yay!
Nice.
I really wanted to roll a 6.
Thank you guys. That'd be so funny if you just rolled. You're like 2 6s. They're
Two
both
sixes.
mine.
So
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for these donations.
Yay!
Absolutely
good.
incredible. Not only did we beat our goal or our record, but we also funded 30 hours of counseling because of your donations. That's incredible.
As we are standing around with Rinva looking at this kaleidoscope, you hear something just from outside the store, and what you first think might be like the motion sound when you go through the detector that's outside. And it's a good little beep, boop, beep,
Wait a moment.
Hmm?
What is that?
beep, boop, beep.
They have like
Do you hear this?
they have those like singing gift cards. Those are the like
Do we hear the beep when Rinva puts it out? I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
I recognize the
Beep.
sound.
Boop, beep.
it's so annoying. I feel like I've been annoyed by that sound for a while now.
The satellite phone. It must be that guy. I know.
Oh, he's alive! Satellite phone guy's alive.
I rush outside.
I'll follow.
Yay. Yeah, following.
We're saved.
We're saved.
Well, I don't know if
As
he's
you-
here to save us. I don't think he can save us.
As you all rush outside looking for Carrie, the human who was fishing and kept getting calls from his wife the whole
We're
trip.
all wearing Dino Adventure swag.
Everyone's wearing Dino.
Even the little
Adventure
mushroom.
swag.
I
Yeah,
found a
Sil-
little like
Celia's
sweatband
got a big
that says
sticker.
Dinoventure on there.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. You all enter in your branded merch and you come face to face with sorry, let me just pull up my description here, with a Spinosaurus. This is a 65-foot long dinosaur with distinct yellow markings and a soft dusting of feathers. What you recognize as what was sticking out of the water on its back, a sail-like structure arcing, and it is facing straight towards you. And as you look right into its reptilian eyes, you hear beep, boop, beep.
Where is he?
That's not Carrie.
I don't see him. I can still hear. I don't get it.
Beep, boop, beep.
He was eaten!
Let's have everyone roll for initiative.
Oh, I get it.
Eh.
Oh my gosh, I keep rolling so bad on initiative.
Ooh, good one.
All right.
The game doesn't want me to tame the creatures.
No. All right, let me just do this.
Feel free to use your D4s if you want to have
Oh, yeah, true.
a better initiative.
You can use that
Folks who
for
have them.
these. Is anyone going to be using their D4s to try to increase these rolls?
I'm gonna save it for when I
Not
I don't
yet.
have one.
I want to save it.
when I pet this
For good
dinosaur.
stuff.
I need to roll high.
Dinosaur. All right. Okay. What is your dex, Frank?
Oh, it is +0.
All right. So that means that Nelson is going to go before you. But before that, it is this Spinosaur's turn here. It is going to breathe a giant woof, and you smell decomposing flesh as it does a big exhale. And it lunges right at the person who first ran out to say hello, Rinva.
Ruh-roh.
It.
Oh
I'm gonna be eaten.
Hey, does a 29 hit?
Yes. We were all allowed one cool thing, and my cool thing was studded leather armor, and my AC is still only 16.
All right. So
I'm gonna die.
that, yeah, you might. That is a 21 piercing damage from that. And could you remind me of your size, please?
Oh, yes, I am small. I am a gnome.
Perfect.
no.
Then could you
I'm gonna be
please?
literally
You're actually going to be inside.
It is it dexterity save for grapple?
I can make an acrobatics check or a strength check.
Let's do acrobatics, please.
Okie dokie. 14.
All right. So it lodges its teeth into you, dealing 21 piercing damage, and you are grappled inside its maw. And you are restrained as it holds you here. It lashes out with its claw at you, Celia, with the sticker pointing right for a good target. With a 26 to hit. Does that hit you?
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. Did not roll super great, but that's okay. That is a 15 slashing damage. And it is
Big,
going to
big.
swing its tail around and go for whoever was the last to come out. So who do we think would have been the tail end of this crew here?
I would have gone right after Nelson, so I don't know what order.
Maybe
it
Frank?
is.
Sounds like it might be Frank.
Let's go with
Maybe
Frank.
let's go Frank, yeah.
So, sliding you with its tail, it's going to try to get you all into a clump here. And that is also a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
I think anything above a 20 is going to hit all of us. You don't have to ask.
I'm having a good day.
It's to make up
I'm
for the
having
compies.
Yeah, right. And that is a 26 slashing damage. Wait. Bludgeoning, sorry. 26 bludgeoning.
Doesn't matter.
For that hit with the tail. And it gives a good growl with you in its maw, Rhina, as it stares you all down, longing for more flesh into its belly.
Can I use a reaction in this moment?
What is your reaction?
My reaction is essentially of spores getting inhaled. Halo of spores, basically. Which is a con saving throw. DC 14.
DC 14 Constitution. Let me see what its con is. Ooh, this is a beefy boy, my pals. That is 14. Does that pass?
It's a 14, so I'm guessing beats it, so it passes.
Beats it,
Yep.
so it passes. It continues to hold it in its spore. We're gonna head now to next in initiative, which is Celia. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing as it didn't react very much to that, I am going to. You'll hear a little rumble from underneath the earth, and suddenly there's like a little mini earthquake centered underneath our friend here. I'm going to cast Earth Tremor at the 2nd level, which is a Dex of 14.
Ooh.
See how dexterous our friend is.
How dexterous our friend is. Let's see if we can do 14. We do not do 14. What
Ooh.
happens?
Yes. Okay. That is going to be 2d6 of bludgeoning and is knocked prone.
Ooh.
Oh.
Making sure I'm doing this correctly. D6, yes. Okay. Oh. This is what the dice are doing. That is that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Okay.
Not bad. And I will say that in this prone pose, anyone trying to rescue Rinva, or if Rinva would like to attempt to escape, you will have advantage.
Excellent. Could I use perhaps maybe some of my bonus action to telekinetic shove pull Riva a little?
Is that a bonus action?
Yes,
that you have?
it's a bonus action.
Yes. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick little peek here. All right, yes, and it would be allowing. I assume that Rinva would be allowing this. Someone help me, please! For the love of God! Then yes, you are able to shove Rinva out of its maw here as it lays prone on the ground. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn here, Danielle?
No. I'm gonna move out of the doorway area to maybe happen to flank on the other side.
For sure.
So staying within melee.
All
but
right.
moving around.
Nelson, it is your turn next in initiative here.
Nelson is just beaming, wide smile and so excited and hype, and will just like cheer at seeing this thing fall down, and then run a hand across their belt, and you notice that the flesh of this belt looks a bit similar to the Spinosaurus, if a little more brown and less blue, like bluish gray. I think it was kind of. Almost maybe from a slightly weaker animal, and they will sprint towards this thing's head, going to the opposite side of where Celia is. If we're allowing flanking rules,
Go ahead.
all right. Then I'm just gonna start wailing on it, punches and kicking, like just almost like anime style, just like several punches and kicks. So we're gonna go for the first one. That is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
All right, and we're gonna do good old 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Second one is 21 to hit, which will be 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and I think we're gonna throw a stunning strike into this one. So go ahead and give me a con save. 16 DC.
16 DC. That will fail.
All right, so it is now stunned until my turn. As I just karate chop it across the side of the face, hitting, I don't know, some sort of essential nervous system of the Spinosaurus.
Yeah, you can just sense where its nerve endings are here.
Then I'm going to go ahead and do Flurry of Blows. So the first of those, then like as soon as it's stunned, I'm like, yes! And then I just start punching it some more. First one's a 20 to hit. Oh, sorry.
20 will hit.
It's with advantage, so okay. Still,
well, I mean, it'll hit.
might have been a
I don't know
crit.
what you want me to tell you.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And since I am a monk of the open hand, it's already prone. I don't really want to push it very far, so it can't take a reaction, but it's also stunned, so that doesn't really matter.
All right.
And we're gonna go ahead and try to hit it again, which is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
For another 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. You do a considerable amount of damage here, as its maw is open, having had Rinva expelled, and it's just beaten to tar here. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna climb up onto the side of its head and just start cheering everybody on. Yeah, we got this.
Frank, Nelson is standing on top of the Spinosaurus's head. What are you doing?
So here's the thing.
I will let you know I have evasion, so go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
I was gonna do it anyways because I'm trying to stay in character, and also like there we have healers. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my 1/4 level spell slot to cast Fireball.
All
So-
right.
and this thing is still prone, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep. All right.
yeah.
Give me that damage.
Let's do that.
What's your DC?
My spell attack DC, is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's a +6, I think. Yeah. 14. Sorry.
I
I'm looking
will
wrong.
say that you're able, because you were this shove was able to push Rivna 5 feet away. You are able to cast this, so you're only hitting Nelson and the
Sick.
Spinosaurus.
I rolled-
Amazing.
I rolled
I
a
love
13
this.
even after using my D4.
Oh no!
But this is fine. I'll take half damage.
12, 18, 24, 30, 35, 38. So how many fucking dice were that? 1, 2. There's a 38. I need to roll 2 more. Hold on.
All right.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
If I did
43, 45.
45, so
All right.
so I take 23 points of fire damage.
Sick.
I feel like my shirt just burns off.
I'm just like, it just comes down. Probably starting a forest fire by accident
Yeah.
as well.
I will say this is
Oh,
Amazing.
actually, I
rainforest.
take half of that because I'm a tiefling, so I'm resistant to
Oh
fire.
yeah!
Can I use my D4 to add more damage, or are we holding off on that? I don't know.
Nah,
if I
do
want to use
it.
that.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
fuck it. That's another 2 damage.
Hey!
I gotta use them.
Use them. Use them or lose them.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else here, Frank?
So that was my action. Do I have a bonus action? No, sure don't. That's gonna be it.
Perfect.
I'll just
As
use my pipe of smoke monsters and just look at my work and just
Yeah!
make cool shapes come out of the pipe.
The smell of singed dino pervades the air as we start smelling the same smell from earlier of cooking meat. The Spinosaurus is still stunned, still conscious here, but you can tell that this gleam in its eye is growing more aggressive as it is bloodied. Next in initiative here, we have, yes, Bella.
I am not the damage dealer of the group. Isabella like motions to the ground, and you see like this little totem come up from the ground, and it looks like it's the shape of a unicorn. And then so there's just a unicorn totem stand in the vicinity where it can reach everybody within like a 30 feet. Because we're not that spread out. And then she summons a healing spirit. And I would love if this could also be in the shape of a unicorn, just for funsies.
Yeah.
And everyone will get 11 plus 7 from the unicorn. So that's 18. Plus, I'm going to roll the 1d8 that Shar gave me for bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
I'm fully healed again.
Because you're using it as, is this for healing?
Yes.
There's an extra little thing for
Ooh.
healing.
What's the extra little thing? I think I can just use it for healing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's you
So
already
an extra
that's
4 on top of that.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Damn.
22 AoE heal. And the totem stays there, and so does the spirit.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. As we are nearing our cutoff time here, I will throw the opportunity here to Shar if there's anything you would like to do here. I will say that as you're standing here seeing the Spinosaurus lying down, charred, you do start to hear something in the distance.
We gotta get out of here, everyone! It's still stunned, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to scamper away without being attacked.
Wait,
that's
get
for sure.
get the phone
can
from the
disengage.
skeleton.
I mean, it's stunned. Sure, I'll open up its maw.
Yes.
Going back in. And I'll reach my arm and try and
right.
get it.
Give
Yes.
me sleight of hand. Maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
All right, you're able
Dice
to
telling the
reach
story.
in, pull out this phone, and as you pull it out, you hear the beep, boop, beep.
I answer it. Hello.
As you answer it, you're like frantic. You hear a lady respond, and she says, Carrie, are you all right? And then you hear screaming as the whip of helicopter blades slowly descends on your position. She's like, we're here for you. We got you. And the helicopter lands. The Spinosaurus stares up at this beast flying down from the sky and darts off into the forest. The helicopter lands. A gorgeously fit, curvy woman with short blonde hair steps out, and she's like, where's Carrie? Is he here with you?
I don't think we met anyone named Carrie.
I'm
I just-
sorry. They didn't make it.
I give her the phone.
Oh, satellite phone guy. Yeah, he got it.
Oh. And then the man sitting at the helicopter steering looks over. He's like, we don't have time. Get on the helicopter!
Sarah, was there any opportunity before this incapacitated beast got up and ran away for me to grab any sort of sample off of its body?
I would say that while Rivna is reaching in to grab this sat phone, you're definitely able to either like grab a glob of spit, a little bit of charred scale, a claw, something along those lines here.
Cool. I will grab as much as I can, and in hopes to have some interesting business ventures in the future. Yeah, and then I'm good. I'll see the chopper and be like, oh, we gotta get it. We gotta get going. That thing could be
All
back
right.
any minute.
Yeah,
A
Celia will
ramp.
assist in that.
Yeah, a ramp plops out and you're able to easily roll onto this helicopter. Yes, Bella, you scamper on after Nelson, heroically flexing muscles in his skin-tight shirt as he climbs up,
Technically,
as they climb
Nelson
up
is
on.
going to
What?
wait until everyone else's get on and then just heroically say, I'm staying. This place is pretty awesome. You can come get me in a few months.
As you're standing there, you feel a prick on your throat, almost as though it's a mosquito, and you lose consciousness. You wake up on a ship, surrounded by the whole team, and there's someone reaching over you, and it looks like a dinosaur head, and they're like, Nelson?
Oh, hey.
Nelson? And it morphs into the face of the helicopter pilot.
Oh.
And you are all returning back home. We made it safely off Dinoventure Park. And thank you all so much for joining us in this Streaming for Survivors special event. It's been great, and I'm so glad that we were able to meet our goal.
Yay!
Yeah! All right, now going back in order as we started, let's start with Shar here. Tell us where we can find ya.
You can find me on Tabletop Tiddies. I am streaming our finale for Streaming for Survivors is this Thursday night. Dare is going to be our GM, so please come check that out. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for the donos.
Yeah. Kelly.
Similarly, just check out this place on Thursday, Tabletop Tiddies. We're doing something cool, and donos in the chat for Nelson to get a ride back to Dinoventure Park.
I was going to jump off the helicopter and stay with you.
Immediately wakes up.
Oh, no.
You can also see me on Thursday right back here. I'm really excited about the character I'm playing. Yeah, definitely come check it out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super fun, and definitely keep those donations going. We may have hit our goal, but there's always more room to help survivors. So keep it going.
Maggie.
I'm Margaret Krohn. You can find me at Margaret Krohn in all of the places except for TikTok. You add 1-3-7 at the end of that. And I make games and video games for a living. You can check out the current project that I'm working on at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. And this has been quite a joy. So thank you all so much for letting me be a part of this.
Yay. Yeah, again, I'm Danielle Butlin. That's it on the socials as well, Danielle.Butlin. I'm also, you can't see me, but you can hear me on Theater of the Mind Flayer, another actual play D&D podcast, which is on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms. Comes out every Tuesdays or a little bit early if you check out our Patreon. And yeah, that's pretty much me.
Sweet. My name is Sara Mayfield. You can find me on socials at Sara McCupcakes. You can find me here on Tabletop Tiddies, or this summer you can find me in a theater near you because I'm touring a show I wrote all around Canada. We're going to Montreal, Winnipeg, North Bay, Ontario, Regina, Victoria, probably Vancouver, and Shara's going to be my stage manager in Montreal. So it's going to be so much fun. So come say hi to us. Also, if you really love this, think about subscribing below and following us on all of our socials. And that's hashtag TTTiddies or Tabletop Tiddies with double D's.
Woohoo! We're going to get raiding into someone who is currently also streaming for Survivors. So give them a warm titty welcome. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.